Hi everybody, this is Alchemist2, and I'm back again with another anime review. Recently, I sat down to watch Professor Layton and the Eternal Diva, and to be completely honest with you, I absolutely loved it. I adored every second of it. I thought that it was cleverly written. I thought that it followed the Layton series to a T. The only thing that was just a teensy nag for me was the very beginning when Luke is narrating and he makes a comment about how many Professor Layton games have been made and how many they have sold all around the world. And if you're not um, a fan of the series, then it would be more fascinating. But for me, the aficionada, I was watching this and I was thinking, this is redundant and it's unnecessary, but it really didn't bother me all that much. I just thought that it was an interesting side note, a little trivial information for the Layton fan. Um, I thought that everything involved in the story was very intriguing, and there were some twists and turns that I wasn't expecting, and I felt like I was part of the game, and it was just really enjoyable, and I liked all of the characters. And one of my favorite things about the anime itself was the music, and the music was absolutely gorgeous. It was just so pretty, and I wish that I could get the soundtrack if it exists. I don't know if it does or not, but the songs that were written were just so breathtaking, and I would really love to learn how to play um, the Song of the Sea, the Song of the Sun, and I think the other one was the Song of the Stars. I'm not going to mention what the significance of those songs is, but it's extremely interesting, and it makes the whole story all the more intriguing. And I love Professor Layton because he is the Japanese incarnation of one of my favorite characters of all time, which would be Sherlock Holmes. And of course, Luke plays Watson to his Holmes. And the story itself is very mysterious indeed. It is a enigma that you just you're just sitting there, you're puzzling about it the whole time, and then well, I caught on to it. I was right. My inclination was correct, and I had a feeling that maybe my hunch was right, and it was. But I'm not going to say. I won't say what that is. I'm just going to lock it and throw away the key. Um, if you're a Professor Layton fan, I would certainly recommend this. It was just top notch, just fantastically done, and I loved every moment of it. Even a commissioner that got involved, he reminded me of that typical character with bravado, and for some strange reason, he reminded me of Zenigata from Lupin the Third, and I just don't know why, but I think this would have been Zenigata's brother. His arrogant, conceited, um, stronger than steel, relentless brother. And nothing can stop him. He's just tenacious, and he always gets his man. So, well, Zenigata, actually, he's the opposite of Zenigata, because Zenigata never gets his man. But anyway, I really adored it, and I think that everybody who is a Professor Layton fan can enjoy it. Some of the voice acting was a little bit, it was passable. Most of the voice actors did a superb job. They did wonderfully well. I think that they put a lot of their effort into it and put a lot of emotion behind their characters' voices and depicted them the best that they could. I didn't know anybody who was providing voices for the characters, but I thought that they matched the originals fairly well, actually. The man who provided the voice for Layton was just perfect match, and same thing with Luke and the innocence and his quality of voice and timbre and all that. I really don't have anything else to say about it other than everything that was depicted was just absolutely astronomically done, and the music, I just sat and I just became awash in it because it was just so extraordinary. It truly was. I just music like that. It reminded me of Mozart or Rachmaninoff or just those types of composers. Maybe Chopin or Liszt or yeah, the symphonic quality. I thought I would have loved to have met the composer behind the music because it was my favorite element in the entire anime. And as far as animes go, despite everything else, and I am a huge Layton fan, I still have to give it 3.5 stars out of 4 because, like I said, some of the voice acting could have been a little bit better. Um, and the very beginning with cutscenes from the video games, I just didn't think that was. I thought it was kind of pointless to have that, but for the newcomer to Layton, I think that they would think, oh well, that's it's very interesting and that's good information to know, and maybe I can use that in in later contact with uh, my Layton aficionados and our little club Layton. But I really don't have anything else to say about the movie itself other than it is definitely worth a watch. It's just you're not going to get bored at all because when I was watching it, I would gasp every so often with the action that was occurring, and it was truly uh, splendid. And I can honestly say that it deserves high high marks in all regards, and that it is completely um, it's a complete entertainment romp, and it's even got a lot of humor in it, and it's just fun. It's a great film. As for age, what age? I was thinking that young children, little children, probably couldn't watch this because there are some incidences that are quite perilous, and even if it is animated, it might be a little bit frightening. But if uh, if a child knows the difference between fantasy and reality, I think they can handle it pretty well. But I think it's pretty accessible to all ages, even though the concept of life and death might be a little bit above a child's understanding at that age, unless they've gone through it. Um, I went through it when I was 11, so other than that, I really can't say that there's anything other to talk about in the anime itself other than it's just very interesting, extremely multi-layered, and very labyrinthine. I like the puzzles. I always enjoy the puzzles, and that was one thing that I really got a lot of satisfaction out of because I got every answer right. So I was very pleased. Um, Beyond that, I really don't have anything else to say other than it is a terrific anime, and it's definitely worth a watch, and even probably repeated watch. So you won't be bored if you watch it at all. It's something that will engage you and hold your attention to the end. And if you're a music aficionada like myself, you will adore it. It's symphonic music at its best, and the acme of just absolutely resplendent music. It is truly um, astonishing. And like I said, I'm hoping I can learn how to play the songs um, that were involved. And I think one day I shall be. And that would be even more of a an achievement for me. And ambitious as it may seem, I would love to do that because music is the greatest gift that one can receive and give, other than love, of course.